The portfolio topic I am choosing to discuss is the CAEP Standard 1.5. Standard 1.5 states the teacher can model and apply technology standards as a candidate to design, implement, and assess learning experiences and environments, to engage students, and to improve learning and enrich professional practice. I chose this standard due to the lack of technology in our elementary school, as opposed to other more affluent elementary schools. Other affluent elementary schools. Our school has a computer lab with 23 desktop computers. Our lab is often out of order or not able to hold a full class at a time. We have 2 laptop carts reserved specifically for testing grades, not one that I teach. 2 Chromebook carts are to be shared through the whole school, including the testing grades. Each classroom comes equipped with one form of technology board. Mine happens to be a Promethean board, but we also have smart boards. Teachers have one desktop that is connected to their technology board, and if they are lucky, an additional student desktop. Additionally, teachers are provided with 3 school laptops and 3 iPads. I happen to have 4 school iPads. It seems like we have more technology than we actually do. Our iPads are only allowed to download specific applications. Chromebook and laptop carts almost always go to the older grades because they do pre and post unit tests on Galileo websites. And that leaves kindergarten and sometimes first grade teachers with the 3 laptops and the 3 or 4 iPads we are provided. I am not complaining by any means, but this standard is the most important to me because to prove this standard, I must do more with the little I am given to prepare them for their future. In my classroom, I use technology in many ways. I use my Promethean board to keep them on schedule with classroom timers. I use YouTube videos to teach them and review counting alphabet, sight words, and many other skills that can seem monotonous if we're taught by teachers. Videos often help engage students and give them songs or tricks to help them remember and recall information. We also have a reading application, Reading A to Z, or Raz Kids as the kids know it as. We also have a reading application that allows for students to progress through their reading levels, practice phonics, and teachers to monitor their activity and progress. The first artifact I chose for this standard is the Gradual Release Assignment for C&T 741. The course title was Comprehension and Study Strategies for Use with Multiple Texts. Excuse me. This course suggested and taught the gradual release method, a method of releasing total control of an activity through steps. The gradual release method can be used in many areas of student independent work. I chose to teach it and use it with our school iPads and laptops and the Reading A to Z or the Raz Kids application website. I began by pulling up the website just like this. I typed in Raz Kids and showed them how to click on this little link right here. Hold on. This link right here. It then pulls up to this website right here where they would click Kids Login right here. And it would pull up it would give you the option to pull up your class profile. In this case, the teacher name is in here, so I would pull that in. From here on out, I showed them how to use their names or find their names throughout the things. I gave each student the ability to come in and click their name and pull up their account. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and use my nephew's account because I know the password. So they'd pull up the account and practice pushing the go button, the green button. In this case, they'd put in their password, or they didn't have a password, and they'd hit go. It then pulls you up to the home screen. So then from here, we would walk through the program and identify the different aspects as a class. We're still on the technology board. We're still showing this for the class. I just gave them the opportunity to click their name and log in and see how they do it. And now we're going through it as a class. I would first show them HeadSprout. HeadSprout is a small application that teaches you computer and phonics skills. It's a little odd, so we're not going to go in there. But then I would teach them how to level up and actually read the books and practice. In Braden's case, he doesn't have a comprehension piece to his because he's on the lowest level. But you have two options. You can go into the reading room, which hosts a plethora of books in different forms. You have the Spanish translated, Spanish songs. You have ABC books, classics, just favorite characters, different decodable books, and things like that. And you also have the leveled library book right here. And then you have the opportunity to level up, where when you click on a book, it has it usually has 3 marks by it. In this case, it only has 2 because it's a lower level. You click the headphones, and the headphones actually read the book to you. You click the book, and you have to read the book. There's a third one that has a question mark, and that means questions. So it gives you the opportunity to do comprehension check afterwards. The more you do, each time you read a book, listen to it, read it, and then take the comprehension, you earn stars, and the stars you can then use as currency to build your robot. So then I would take them and show them how to go to the home screen, or just click this red button and log out right here. And at this point, I would send them back to their desks and we would try it again as a class. So as a class, we walk through the typing in the web address, which I just did, which is the Reading A to Z. We then walk through clicking on the Raz Kids, logging into our classroom, which is finding this green button right here where it says Kids Login, and going through the different steps to log in. As the more the students used the application, the more familiar it became to them and the less help the students needed from me. As their teacher, I could and would monitor their progress online. I could track their use in school and at home. I could monitor their comprehension scores and conference with them. So if I noticed that a student was reading the book multiple times but wasn't passing the comprehension, I would pull them aside and I would say, hey, Braden, what's going on? Why aren't we passing? Are you just having trouble understanding, or are you just clicking through the book to get the stars? We really need to take this seriously. This is what we should do. Why don't we do this one together and see how they do it? Occasionally, what I would have to do is tell the students to get out of other students' profiles. Students were engaged because they wanted to earn stars that acted as currency to build the robot or the rocket ships through this app. The second artifact I chose was my electronic book project for CNT 840. This class gave me the confidence to write a book, which is something I've always wanted to do. The different areas of the... Let's do this.